What's going on, guys? It's Polish Boy, and today I'm going to discuss my prediction for NBA 2K18's biggest downgrade in terms of ratings. So I have a decent amount of players I want to mention who I expect their overalls to be a lot lower at the start of NBA 2K18 than there were at the start of NBA 2K17. So let's get into it. The first player I'd like to mention is Al Jefferson. Al Jefferson was a 79 overall at the start of NBA 2K17, and last season he was only able to average about 14 minutes per game and averaged 8 points and 4 boards. So I expect his rating to drop off to like a 73 to 75. The next player I'd like to mention is Jahlil Okafor. Jahlil Okafor had a very good first year in the NBA. He put up numbers of 18 points and 7 boards. But last year, with the coming of Joel Embiid to the Philadelphia 76ers roster, his minutes dropped about 8 minutes per game, and his points per game fell to 12, while his rebounds fell to 5 per game. So he was a 79 overall last year, with his role diminished and his value in today's NBA dropping significantly since he doesn't have an outside three-point shot. I expect his game overall to drop to like a 74 to 76. The next player I'd like to mention is Derek Favors. What's incredible is that at the start of NBA 2K17, Derek Favors was the highest rated Utah Jazz, ahead of Rudy Gobert, ahead of Gordon Hayward. He was an 85 overall. Last year, his numbers dropped significantly as he was only able to put 23 minutes per game on the court and averaged only 9 points and 6 boards. I expect him to see a significant decrease from like an 85 overall to around potentially like a 78, 77 overall. The next player is Andre Drummond. I'm actually a pretty big Andre Drummond fan, but after him becoming an all-star in the season prior, I expected him to continue to build on that. But he didn't. His points per game actually dropped off, and his minutes had to actually be cut by 3 minutes per game last season. He still averaged 14 and 14 last year, but he was an 87 overall. I still expect him to be very high, but I expect in the range of like 85 for Andre Drummond. The next player I'll see a big decrease is Brandon Knight. Brandon Knight has one of the worst contracts in the NBA right now. He's being paid a great amount of money to just be a backup, as he was only able to start 5 games last year. He was a 78 overall last year, so I expect him to drop to around a 72-73 range. The next player is Dwight Howard. Despite Dwight Howard having a decent year last year in Atlanta, he continues to criticize the teams he plays on, and considering what Charlotte had to give up to acquire him, that just shows what teams value of Dwight Howard in today's NBA. So I expect his rating to drop to at least around an 81, 82-ish. The next player is Al Horford. Al Horford was a big addition that Boston made last season. He was the main big signing, but he still played decently well. He put up good numbers, 14 points, 7 boards, 5 assists. However, he was rated substantially high last season, an 85 overall. And this is Al Horford's first All-Star game that he's missed over the last 3 years. So I expect his rating to drop from like an 85 to around an 82, 83-ish. The next player I'd like to mention is Chandler Parsons. Chandler Parsons was somehow rated a 79 overall last year. And considering he only played 34 games this year and shot 34% from the field and only averaged 6 points and 3 rebounds, I expect him to drop off from like a 79 to like a 72, 73 overall. Another player is Joakim Noah. Joakim Noah got a huge contract from the Knicks, and that's presumably why he was rewarded with a 77 overall in NBA 2K17. But last year, he only was able to play 46 games and play 22 minutes per game and only averaged 5 points per game. I expect him to go from like a 77 to like a 73, 74. The next one is LaMarcus Aldridge. I believe even 3 seasons ago, LaMarcus Aldridge was a top 10 player in the NBA. But this is the first All-Star game he has missed since the 2010-2011 season, and it's for good reasons. His numbers dropped to 17 points and 7 rebounds this year, and he was a no-show during a majority of the playoffs. And as soon as Kawhi Leonard went down, the Spurs had no chance against the Golden State Warriors, which shouldn't be the case for a player that of LaMarcus Aldridge's caliber that he's shown in the past. He was rated an 88 overall last season, one of the highest overalls. So I expect him to drop to like an 83, 84 overall. And next player is Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol is also a member of the San Antonio Spurs. He actually put up a very good season the year before coming to the Spurs. He started all 72 games with the Chicago Bulls, made the All-Star team, and averaged 17 points, 11 rebounds, and was rewarded with an 84 overall. But this year, with the Spurs, he only played 25 minutes per game, and his points per game dropped by 4, and his rebounds per game dropped by 3.5. So he was an 84 overall. With that extra year of load on his body, I expect him to drop to like an 81 overall. And the final player I would like to mention that I expect to see a big rating decrease is Dwayne Wade. I remember the year prior in Miami, his last year in Miami, Dwayne Wade put up a very efficient season. And in the playoffs, he shined, almost leading the Miami Heat past the Toronto Raptors without Hassan Whiteside. He was able to, but last year, he wasn't able to stay healthy for a majority of the season as he was only able to play 60 games. And his points per game dropped to the lowest total of his career besides his rookie year. He's also not as good as a playmaker and driving ability to the rim. He's an 87 overall right now, but I believe he'll drop to about an 84, 85. So these are my predictions for the biggest NBA 2K downgrades. What do you guys think? Do you think I got the ratings right? Or do you think I missed someone big that should have also seen a rating decrease? Let me know in the comments section down below. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and see you guys again later.